kind of sad that spooky month is over. I always do appreciate Halloween. I don't really go on for the, ooh, that's not good. He's lightning striking us. That's not fair. Okay, retreat. No, perfect. I'm not much into, like, the trick-or-treating scene. I'm a little bit old for that, I would say, but I do appreciate, like, the atmosphere of Halloween. Fall coming in, getting closer to my favorite season, which is winter. You know, it starts to cool off here, especially in Arizona, where it gets to, like, 1 trillion degrees outside. And, you know, just, like, everyone dressing up and having all the decorations and stuff coming out is pretty cool. I quite appreciate it. And just, like, oh... it's not bad to lose, but I think we should fight this. Just because Pyrrhic, maybe. I mean, the Longbeards are an issue, but, I mean, we'll see. We do have a lot of overwhelming force against them, so let's go ahead and beat him to death here. Ah, perfect, and we start with maximum winds of magic. Let's go. Just as it should be. Fly, please get off of my desk. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I really do like the atmosphere of Halloween. And just like all the spooky stuff to go on and stuff like that. No, actually, group 3 here. But even though I don't participate in trick-or-treating anymore anyways, it was actually nice this year. Didn't have to work for it for once, which is great. Usually we go off to do some festival or another, and not having to do that for 1 year was pretty good. We usually do a spooktacular festival. They bring up like hot air balloons with like weird faces on it and stuff. Which is, I mean, I guess like kids and stuff like it, but for me, it just, you know, makes my soul drain just that much more every time. Especially when kids come up and they ask for candy along with, you know, the barbecue that they're getting. It's like, dude, just like chill out. Please, like, just, like, I don't want to be here. So, like, stop pretending like we're chill, man. I hate you. Something like that, you know? Okay, we do have our reinforcements coming. But yeah, I mean, not having to go and do that for even just 1 year is nice. Get to go and hang out with other people and do other stuff. Watching scary movies, playing some scary games. Always very good. I love the horror movie genre, just because, like, you get to do, like, usually directors are a lot more experimental with it, right? You get stories that don't normally fly in other genres, so to speak. Like, horror usually has, you know, pretty messed up storylines, but I also find it really interesting. Get to, you know, explore the human condition a little bit. Even as pretentious as that might sound, I still like it. But I don't know. Horror games, they're getting there. They're getting there, man. There are some really good horror games out there, but at the same time, I don't think we've truly reached, like, peak horror yet. But we're starting to get there. Like, games like Phasmophobia have really set down a cool precedent. Like, especially, like, multiplayer horror games, man. They're starting to come around. I mean, it used to be that, like, the only real multiplayer horror experience was either, like, a really terrible puzzle game or, like, Bigfoot. That was it. But, you know, games are starting to come around because it really is a great concept, man. Phasmophobia, me and my friends have spent a lot of time in, and it is getting some really nice updates. If, like, you can have that, but just, like, done professionally, that'd be huge, man. With, like, more stuff going on, a tighter gameplay loop, and better scares, just, like, more variety, man. That'd be great. Get a game like Outlast, but multiplayer? Dude, hell yeah. And that's Outlast 1, by the way. I really did not like Outlast 2. I love the first one, like, a lot. And Outlast 2 has a big pet peeve of mine. That is, it is a sequel that, like, hardly feels like a sequel. It's you know, it's right up there with most, like, Call of Duty modern titles, where they'll carry over the name, even though they're, like, virtually not connected at all. Just makes me mad, man. Like, why even bother naming it that at that point? You're just, like, getting my hopes up, man. I know it's just, like, to sell extra money, but, like, please. Please, sir. Be like a decent human being for once. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, this battle should be pretty straightforward. I'm gonna fight it pretty much like we did the last one. Let our zombies come up here, take some fire, take some shots, maybe force the enemy to move in and blob around. Now, giant slayers are a bigger issue. For sure that, like, from that first battle from Outgunned, I mean, you've seen it for yourself just how powerful slayers can be. Just thrown into melee, they're absolute monsters. We do have some options for them, like Crypt Ghouls, for example. I actually do trade well into Slayers, just because Slayers have no armor and pretty low melee defense. Actually, these guys are up to 41. That's not bad. Okay, Thane. Let's get them, boys. Okay, where do I want you guys to charge into? Okay, Ekron's Miners. Get rid of them. Alright, everybody. Let's get them. Corpse cart. This one can go over there. Okay, you guys, I mean, just go up the center here, I guess. Monsters, you guys are going to help out over here. Alright, just charging. Big old blob times. And we're the vampire counts. We're all about the blobs. Okay, just spam up all of our buffs. Pop down invocation of the heck here. And those Giant Slayers are actually doing better. I thought the Crypt Ghouls would be an okay counter, just because Giant Slayers have no armor, and Crypt Ghouls have pretty good weapon strength when not facing armor. And of course that lethal poison, but I guess Giant Slayers, they just don't care, man. Alright, charge you guys in there. Get some Longbeards with great weapons there. Okay. Get you guys like fully around the flank here. Oh yeah, these... Oh, there are some Giant Slayers in there, but actually the Mortis Engines are really good. And the Crane Race, because these guys don't have magical attacks. So yeah, all that high weapon strength and AP value, it's getting wasted. Okay, did that Thane die? No, he did not. God damn, there's a lot of them in here too. Okay, well, any good Wind of Death targets? Not really. I guess that's okay. I'm not going to bother overcharging it for that, though. Or overcasting, I suppose. Okay, yeah, you guys have gotten wrecked. Maybe try to, like, run away. Okay, good. Yeah, they're turning around to go somewhere else. Oh, perfect. Okay, all of you guys, turn around and charge. Okay, those Giant Slayers are getting taken down to Pound Town. Oh, their back lines are a nightmare at this point. Okay, just bring you guys over to next to the corpse cart to get some regen going. Okay, no, we need to gang up on Bromby. Oh, perfect. Yeah, these Longbeards all getting wrecked. Get a nice rear charge in over here. Oh, perfect. Yep, all those Longbeards are not going to be able to hold it together for too much longer. Okay, pump down the rest of these buffs. Okay, yep, one of the Crypt Ghouls did unfortunately die. I mean, oh well, they're just Crypt Ghouls at the end of the day. Not great. Not a terribly important unit. Yeah, those Longbeards are pretty much broken. Bring you guys over to here. Oh man, that Thane came back. Brave of him. Oh yeah, everything over here is just breaking. Bring all of you guys over here. Now, Gromby is unbreakable, right? So, like, yeah, heroes just stay on him. No way to defeat him other than just straight up kill him. Okay, Necromancer, you don't want to be particularly hit by... You don't want to be dueling Grombendal. He is going to be a little bit above your pay grade there. Pop down a Spirit Leech on him. Nice rear charge over into here. God, it's like a nightmare to try and tell what's happening at this point. Just big old blobs, as the vampire counts intend. Is he getting there yet? Okay, yeah, he's pretty low. Just a couple more good hits. 67, 63. Come on, he's getting there. He's getting drained down. Dragged through the muck. Come on, kill him. Kill the great white dwarf himself. He is tanky, man. He's just not caring. Like, none of our heroes or lords are getting any hits in on him. 10. Oh my god. Just kill him already. There we go. Now he's dealt with. And with that, the rest of the army should be breaking here, except for the giant slayers themselves. And just speed that up. And perfect. They are dealt with. And yet another victory as we make our way towards the Dwarven homelands. And bam, Gromby. Get out of here. You know, another campaign I would have been thankful to see you, but this time around, nah. Just get out of here. Perfect. And he's dealt with. Army completely dead. And now nothing stands in our way to march in on their capital's province. Came out gun bad, definitely level you up. Yeah, and our territory expands for quite a while here, so just keep on pushing. And we got a lot of upgrades. Oh boy, here we go. Just make yourself a better fighter. Yeah, these Dwarven Lords are hard to take down, man. You think these guys are tough, man. Oh, Chaos. Oh, they're gonna be a true issue here. Win to death. Like, Chaos is gonna be definitely a huge problem for us, especially because we're pretty close to them, and like Chaos have a lot of what we're weak against, right? Which is big single entity monsters. We don't have a lot of good ways to take down, like say a dragon ogre or something like that, or a chaos lord on a dragon. Like, those things are going to be very difficult for us to actually kill. And most things in the Chaos roster already cause fear and terror. So, like, terror routing them isn't going to be really possible in SFO. Ooh. Unholy Lodestone, perfect. You are now a mega necromancer. At least I'm not a hoarder. God, like, the TV show... Oh, what was it? Like, Hoarder Nightmares or whatever? Oh, God. That always terrified me. I remember watching this one of this lady who had like 300 cats in her house. It was just awful. Like, why would you even collect that many cats? Like, even I have 2 cats, and that's a lot, you know? It's a lot on my hands to handle them all the time. Imagine how bad that place stank, man. Because, you know, cat piss is just the worst. It is such an aggressive and invasive smell. Like, you instantly know it, and it like hangs around really badly. So, like, oh god, I can't even imagine. It'd be just a nightmare, man. I guess like every hoarder is like a nightmare. Like, I don't think there's like a good, really good like hoarding situation you could be in. But oh man, just like the animal ones are the worst, because like, think about it, like those animals, man, must be miserable for them too. It's just not great, man. Just all in all, just a pretty terrible situation. So at least I do have that going for me, you know. Whenever, you know, you always gotta take your blessings where they come, man. Okay, like another crypt horde would be good. Zombies are like pretty much worthless to me. Like, at this point in the game, they don't do anything. Like, a black coach is actually pretty good. Since they have that like stacking buff, like the more you get out of them, the more they can do. And chariots just in general are pretty strong in Warhammer. Oh god, like the days of Varg the Ever Chariot. Oh, don't remind me, man. Just like Norscan armies with nearly a full 20 stack of chariots. It's like nothing you can do against him, man. Not quite as bad as like in Troy, where they'll literally murder like anything that you throw at them, but they're still pretty powerful when used en masse in this game. Like, jeez. Black coaches are good, and they're like a single entity, so they're easier to control. Does mean they have less like punching power, but in exchange, you can actually like maneuver with them a little bit better. Alright, here we go. Into Dwarven lands. Thorgrim is getting ready at Mount Swighorn. He does have a grudge thrower. And it's the ROR one too. The one where they, you know, tie down the screaming goblins onto their catapults. And that's how you know they're serious. It'll still somehow scare our guys, even though they are undead, but, I mean, whatever. Awaken from the grave? What is this? Summons a Wait King. Okay. Okay, Helman Gorst, go off. I didn't know that was a thing that you had. Give me some more skeleton warriors. Perfect. Necroarch. I mean, I don't really want to go down this until I actually have some good spells to make use of. Okay, so we do have Purple Sun up now, finally. Curse of Anrir is just awful. I don't know why. Like, actually, in, like, vanilla, it's a pretty decent spell. But, dude, in SFO, it's, like, actually useless. Like, look at this shit. Man. Curse of Anrir decreases accuracy and speed. That is awful. Any like spell that decreases accuracy is actually worthless. Like if it's an army ability, it has its use, right? Like the Beastmen have that one that they can use. But when you're actually having to move your spellcaster into range and then cast it to reduce an enemy's accuracy is awful. Because it doesn't even really decrease their like damage output. It just means that they're going to be more likely to not hit the center of a unit. Maybe on a single entity, it makes them a little bit less likely to hit it, but by minus 30, man, that's all? That's is virtually just useless, and it's only like minus 50% speed. It's like just a worse version of of the old Rune of Wrath and Ruin, man. This is not at all worth the Winds of Magic, or even the points to fucking get it, man. It's like downright insulting as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so he's just gonna let me move it into Talabheim. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Okay, you need some kind of monster. I'm thinking like a Vargulf. We're getting a little bit expensive here, but we kind of have to. Our enemies are scaling. And the days of just like skeleton zombie hoarding are behind us at this point. Alright, we're gonna move up on Pillars of Grungni. Grungni? Whatever. No reason to take any unnecessary casualties. Perfect. Decisive victory. Groth Quarrel Seeker. Get out of here. Done so. Yep. Slayers, man, every time. They're gonna rack it up. Same thing with like Rangers, dude. Rangers are so good. Straight up one of the best ranged units in the game. Bar very little. And especially in the place that you get them, like Bugsman's Rangers. They're pretty good. Alright, well, I mean, for now, upgrade that. More money, more good. Keep our economy scaling and going up. Upgrade the gold, of course. Push on to here and into Kazarak itself. And this is going to be a very difficult fight. Like, this garrison is really good. And especially if we have to fight them with the walls, that's gonna suck. Alright, just like straight up. Gonna be very difficult for us to really do. All the Skaven just want to be friends with us, man. I don't want that. I don't want to be friends with the Skaven, man. I want to be friends with anyone, really. You know, let's see. Is Vlad, like, closer to wanting to confederate with us, man? Because, like, really, he's being not cool by not, like, giving me all of his territory. Nope, still a low success chance, man. God, I hate confederating in this game. I mean, to be fair, he's like strength rank 10, so like I need his army to die, And I need him to, like, lose some territory. So that way I can actually confederate him.
Yes.
Like, Musion probably would. And same with, like, Henrik Kemmler. But, like... Oh, wow, you don't... It's 18. Oh, yeah, you do like to just, like, spam armies and defend yourself. But I don't, like, really want this territory. I don't want to throw myself into their midst. To be fair, I don't want them to die either. I would still like to get the Red Duke. He's a pretty cool lord. We can actually get a Banshee. And Banshees are really fucking good. Weapon Master. Perfect. Increased mobility. Chilling Aura. Bloody Blade. And because Banshees are like the ultimate murderers. Like these heroes can just straight up kill like everything. Especially against the Empire. Things like Warrior Priests, Captains, and Witch Hunters fucking melt to Banshee attacks, man. And they also, in SFO, have, like, a really cool Scream ability. Which is really good for, like, murdering, like, waves of infantry. Like, you can actually do a lot with an early game Banshee. You could have gotten it a little bit earlier, but, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. How's the corruption going? Okay, it's going. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. 80%. They're moving up to 65. That's still low, but we only own 2 of the areas, so that's understandable. Nagenhof. Like, Skaven moving in? I guess, like, yeah, these orcs are getting messed up, man. So that's probably Skaven, if I had to guess. Okay. Well, we're just healing up before we move in up on Kazarak, Iraq. Because it's gonna be a huge nightmare to try and take this place. So we want to make sure we're at full strength. Faction emerges Hochland. Oh, cool. They rebelled somewhere and came back. I do not want a military alliance. Vlad von Garstein, please stop. Either confederate with me or don't speak to me. One of the two. Don't keep doing this. Okay, we do have some vampire rebels coming up. That's okay. We can just kill them off here. Easy peasy. Alright, and Manfred, lead the assault. Like some towers are good.
Attack.
Channeling stance, will that help very much? Kinda helps buff up the vampiric corruption, I suppose. Alright, yeah, maxed out Purple Sun, because that's going to be very good. And, like, Power Sap, I guess. It isn't really effective against dwarves, but, I mean, against other races it will be good. And get Evasion. Another Purple Sun. Just be able to, like, spam down Purple Suns is okay. They just don't have, like, the Winds of Magic to sustain that, though. Okay, good. Talabheim can upgrade. Just use... Oh, Oslan confederated with the Empire. Okay, that's good. Actually, that means you're no longer, like, poised to attack us.
Death is only the beginning. Dark magic is mine to come.
Alright, but, like, stay there for a while anyways, just in case, like, the Empire decides to go to war with us. I would not be surprised. Oh, perfect. Zombie Dragon. Let's go. Manfred can now get his best mount, get straight up on a Zombie Dragon, mess up some stuff even better now. Oh, hell yeah. And then maybe we should actually, like, do some of these quests. That would be good. Getting, like, the Sword of Unholy Power. Like, yeah, I've kind of slipped on those, for sure. We'll try to get those done next session, because Manfred's army's getting pretty good now. The problem was just that those, like, armies are kind of scary. All savage orcs and stuff. I just want to replace the skeletons with Graveguard and then send them out. Because Manfred's army I want to be is just, like, super elite. Not really caring of the cost. You guys are besieging there. Dankenhof has upgraded again. Now we can start to get some really good buildings. Get the Vampire Crypts, the Forbidden Library, Terror Guy Slayer. All pretty good. Eventually we'll destroy this building probably to fit in the special one, but... Oh yeah, baby. We're getting there, man. starting to actually get somewhere. They are going to be expensive, but I mean, they are worth it. Being able to recruit extra vampires, and we can actually get some Blood Dragon warriors. Once we can get the vampire keep, though, oh. Blood Knights, Blood Dragon Ward, hell yeah, it all starts to come together, man. It just all works, unlike a Bethesda title. But anyways, as we're besieging Kazrak and thinking of probably going to war with the Skaven up here, I think that's a good place to end off this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to go ahead and leave a like down below, and comment really helps out the channel, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. That's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and Falcon peace.